Fight Fiend Forecast. I'm Joseph, the host, back for the Props and Parlay show, and we're going to start it off with a few changes. A fight pick that I predicted on the Full Card Prediction show that I'm changing. If you know, you know. You should know it's Grant Dawson and Joe Selecki. Now, Joe Selecki, I said at these odds I have to make him my pick. It might be a decision. Probably not. I gotta think the favorite can get it done here. Grant Dawson, his dirty girlfriend, whatever, is gonna stay away. He's gonna get it done. He's not gonna want to lose two back-to-back fights. And on Patreon, I never switched my pick over to Joe Selecki, so I've been keeping it at Grant Dawson, and I'm here on the Props and Parlay show saying that I'm not switching over and taking Joe Selecki. At the end of the day, he's kind of soy, he's soft. And Grant Dawson should be levels above. He's number 15 in the world at lightweight, and Selecki's like number 35. So, I mean, there's levels to the game. I got to think Grant Dawson gets it done by a decision. He just beat Damir Ismagulov by a decision. He can probably do the same thing in this fight and get it done. But at 4-1, I'm not betting on Grant Dawson. And if he doesn't win, I'm not going to be too shocked. So I'm just saying that. Now we'll get right into the forecast of the week because I have no other changes on the card. All the props, outcomes staying the same here. But the one fight that we should stay away from, another person here that potentially could drop the bag. I don't think so, though. I have pretty high confidence in Islam Makhachev. Apparently he has a staph infection. I don't know if that's going to affect him. Most likely not. Father's plan should follow through. He should get the submission, should get takedowns, no problem against Dustin Poirier. You seen at the press conference, things got heated. And Makhachev was trying to talk some shit, saying when Poirier fights upper echelon guys that are high level, he usually loses and gets grappled, and he can't handle the wrestling, stuff like that. He's absolutely right, and he was trash talking. But when they faced off, Dustin Poirier said, "Motherfucker," he took it the wrong way, and it got even more heated. So this fight is going to have fireworks. I expect a finish. Islam Makhachev by submission or Dustin Poirier by knockout. And that's going to be the forecast of the week. Someone's going to disagree with the Makhachev pick, and they're going with Dustin Poirier by knockout. Bryn Ray is bringing big bags for the forecasters at plus 700 here for Dustin Poirier for a knockout finish. That's how he's going to get it done. That's how he says he's going to get it done. If he does. So, I'm telling you right now, Makhachev's my pick, but I'm not going to really have him too heavy in parlays. I can't doubt Dustin Poirier. And I really don't want to put too much money against him, just in case we have to see a second fight between these two. Just in case he lands that right hand, which is super powerful. You got to think, if anyone in the top 5 at lightweight right now is going to knock out and beat Islam Makhachev, with a knockout shot, with the power, it's going to be Dustin the Diamond Poirier. I don't want to see it happen, but at the same time, I do. As an MMA fan, a fan of the UFC, seeing the Diamond's career, you really want to see him win a big fight. But knowing his history against Charles Oliveira and Khabib, I don't think it's going to happen, but I definitely will have money on this bet. Dustin Poirier, plus 700. Forecast of the week from Bryn Ray. This is a great play, honestly. If he wins, this is how it's going to happen. It's not going to go 25 minutes. There is no way this fight goes 25. It's going to be a finish. Father's plan will follow through. Makhachev submission. If not, maybe Dustin Poirier can land that knockout shot. Let's tune in and find out. And now, y'all tuned in to find out who the locks of the week are. Y'all suspect who the dog of the week is. I'll give it to you right now. It's on Discord, absolutely free, but the locks are not. Now, I have a couple locks, and I left them for the show. I'm going to give them out right here, right now. And, yeah, I cooked something up. I got 5 locks. Half the card I have locked in. You don't see many people taking 5 locks in one fight card, but I'm going to do it. I have confidence. My last lock, Derek Lewis, he won. The fight before that was Robelius Dej so he ruined the streak. And, yeah, we had to restart things up. Derek Lewis got it done, so we can count that as one win right now. And then, actually, I forgot about Themba Gorimbo. So we are actually 2 in a row. Not too bad. Derek Lewis, Themba Gorimbo. Now I got 5. Looking to go 7 in a row. Risk it for the biscuit. First off, I'll give you the dog of the week. You should know who it is. It's Phil Rowe, plus 130. At that price, I think he definitely has a strong chance to win this fight against Jake Matthews. Matthews might be pushing forward, but he's going to get hit. At a reach advantage of 8 inches, Phil Rowe is going to be able to stay at range and pick his shots, and he should look absolutely fine in the striking department. And he can also stuff takedowns, keep this fight on the feet. I expect Matthews to get hit and be unsuccessful as fuck. But maybe not. Maybe not. He is priced as a favorite. Tapology is favoring him right now to win at about 60%, something like that. But Phil Rowe has a 100% finish rate. He only lost 3 fights out of his 4 by a decision. So he's a tough guy to get out of there. So it's not going to be a finish for Jake Matthews. It's going to be on the scorecards if he wins. If Phil Rowe wins, likely going to be a knockout shot, maybe a submission, but Jake Matthews, his submission defense, it's phenomenal. I got to go knockout or a decision for Phil Rowe, or just play the money line. Now on the feet with that 8-inch reach advantage, like I said, he's going to make it easy to stay at range, pick his shots. It should be obvious who the better striker is, and usually we see the better striker win the fight. I really like this underdog. I'm going to go quite heavy on this one. I'm being honest. If it doesn't hit, I'm going to live with the losses and try to learn from it. But I'm looking to pound the Fresh Prince on the money line and get paid. Let's see who's with me. Now, the locks of the week. This is where we're going to cook up and get paid once again. This is plus 350 for the locks. I got 5 of them. Now, I got some Brazilians on here. I also mentioned that Deshaun Strickland wasn't going to struggle. He was going to have a ton of success as well. So obviously, we got Andre Lima, Jailton Almeida, Sean Strickland, Kevin Holland, and we're going to finish it off with some Basil Hafez, all on the money line. Plus 350 ticket. Going to take us to the moon here. To the moon. And my golly, these 5 fighters are my most confident picks on the entire card. If you don't agree with one, that's all right. These are my 5 most confident picks on the card. You can tag on Phil Rowe for the New Jersey 6 parlay. But Sean Strickland against Paulo Costa, I think he's going to push forward, have a ton of cardio, be accurate as hell, and win this fight by a decision, possibly get the knockout. We've seen against Abus Magomedov, we've seen moments against Izzy that Sean Strickland has power, and if he hits Costa clean on the chin, wears him down in round 4 or 5, he could put his lights out. Definitely could. If not, unanimous decision win for Sean Strickland. Deshaun Strickland is his hood name, and he's definitely going to be fighting like a G after an L, because he wants to get back in the win column. He wants a W, and he wants a title shot once again. I don't think Izzy is very deserving of a title shot against Strikers right now. You might not agree, but that's the truth. I don't think Izzy is deserving of a title shot. The narrative of that is getting pushed around, but I got to strongly disagree. I think Deshaun Strickland wins a unanimous decision or just dominates and gets the knockout finish here against Paulo Costa and that secret juice. Kevin Holland, he screwed me the last 2 fights, and it's time to get my money back against Mikhail Olazechuk, who has 5 submission losses out of his 7. It's sticking out like a sore thumb. I gotta go Kevin Holland. I'm taking that submission prop as well, and we're gonna get paid. Jailton Almeida coming back for a W as well. He just lost to Curtis Blades. Big powerhouse, big boy. Now he's fighting a guy that likes to eat out a little bit too much, Alexander Romanov. He's not the most fit guy. If you look at Jailton Almeida, he is fit, he is ripped, and he's ready to go here. He's going to get the win, probably by a decision, it seems, but if he gets the submission, I wouldn't be surprised. And if I sprinkle some money on that, you should not be surprised. And Andre Lima, first fight of the night, I expect him to get the knockout finish and look absolutely phenomenal. I got to trust the Brazilian favorites. They've been pulling for me. They're going to keep the streak hot. And we're going to sprinkle some money on Basil Hafez as well. This guy here against Jack Della Maddalena showed his heart, determination, and how good he is. He belongs in the UFC. These 5 guys are high confidence picks for me. If you disagree, that's all right. That's completely fine. I'm just here telling you what I'm doing. Hopefully some of yous agree and can make some money this weekend with me, and we can all cheers to that. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Those are some of my props and parlays for UFC 302. It's going down tomorrow or today in New Jersey. Let's get after it. Let's make some money. Let's pound these bookies and let's get paid. And before you go, Patreon is $5 a month to get exclusive early access to the locks, to the dogs, to the platinum picks with the confidence levels, method of victories, and all my bets. We're going heavy this weekend and we're getting paid. Let's get after it.
Levels to this fucking game. Go get an orange juice or an apple juice.